fantastic. I'm so grateful that we're here sharing these 3 tips to connect with your innate power.
I know. I'm so happy we're finally doing this.
Definitely. So I'll quickly introduce myself. So I'm Arty Amarisa, a courage coach and a women's health holistic practitioner. And I hand it over to Charlotte from Restore Health with Charlotte.
Hi everyone. So I am Charlotte and I have a holistic healthcare practice whereby I empower busy men and women to really discover their own innate healing wisdom that I believe every single person possesses. So I do that through kinesiology, EFT and Reiki, and I'm going to talk to you a bit about what I've been sharing with my clients and everyone I can.
Sure, definitely. So start off with your first tip then.
So my first tip, I know a lot of people are saying, in the field at the moment, to connect with nature, that to go outside and get fresh air when you can. But I think people miss the chemical and physical aspect of how nature can heal our bodies. So the earth vibrates at 7.3 hertz, and that completely transforms our health if we spend enough time outside, if we really tune in to that frequency. So you don't have to go outside and hug a tree, you don't have to do anything as crazy or if you're not comfortable with that, it's an amazing thing to do, but you can just go out in your garden bare feet and feel the kind of roots, the vibration of the earth coming up through the soles of your feet. So you can close your eyes, just spending a bit of time outside, really quietening the mind and getting into the body will have profound healing effects, not only for our mental state but for our bodies. It actually brings down inflammation. So that's a great tip to really, when you are going outside for your walk, to be present and absorb nature where you can. Getting some sunlight is really powerful. I know a lot of people will know that chakras are connected with nature, but especially our solar plexus. So that is the root of our power, and just to allow the sun to shine on you, and really, your solar plexus is just below your chest, just feeling that energy fill up that area is also a really powerful tip. But I think the whole aspect of nature, it is something that we really need to use at this time when a lot of us feel powerless and, feel like we don't know what the next move is going to be. We can really lean on what we have around us, the kind of that really grounding frequency that we can tap into. So yeah, everyone get outside in your gardens if you can. Okay, perfect. So that's nature. We've got the full moon tonight. I just want to let everyone know, tonight and tomorrow. So it's a great time to really let go of anything you are holding on to really kind of make a list. You don't have to do the whole manifesting thing, but just make a list of things you want to breathe in. It's a whole new vibration, this Libra full moon. So yeah, really use that. Maybe just spend some time tuning in tonight or tomorrow. I know when this goes out. My next tip is,
go ahead.
So I help my clients to really tune into their power. In these times, we need to be connecting with our bodies. If you're not exercising, that's fine. Do whatever you feel is right for you at this moment. But our bodies hold a lot of stress, a lot of emotions, as we know through EFT. With my clients in my treatment, part of this is neurolymphatic massage. Now you can, and I give this as homework to my clients, you can actually rub your neurolymphatic points yourself. So the brain. So with kinesiology, a lot of you won't know, each muscle is related to a particular organ or a particular system in the body. Now today, I'm going to focus on the brain because a lot of us are stressed at the moment or feeling a bit overwhelmed, which is fine. But a great technique is just to, so in between your clavicle and your humerus joint, you'll feel that it's almost like a banana. That's what we like to call it. And it goes underneath the armpit. Now, it can be quite painful. So start off just with a gentle touch and go in a little bit deeper if it's not too much for you. Now, just make sure you're loosen. It may be quite gritty. So just try and loosen up. Is it gritty for you, Arty?
Gritty.
Okay.
I'm more than gritty, is a bit tender.
Okay, so just go easy at first and start to build up the intensity. Now, these two areas are directly linked to our brain. So you may feel, some people feel shooting pains in their shoulders. That's just energy releasing. You may feel it up in your head. Any kind of sensations is a great indicator that you're starting to disperse that toxic buildup. So that is one. And there's another point underneath your skull. So right at the top of your neck, you'll feel two dips just underneath the skull, C1. So just contact them two there with the same pressure. Again, you may see colours, you may feel a shooting pain, and just, release any grittiness that you're feeling. One more point that I want to give you guys is the xiphoid process. So it's just beneath, so you'll feel it your entire chest bone is a fantastic place to rub. As you get lower, you'll feel it gets more tender. The xiphoid process holds a lot of tension. So that's a great area too, to just kind of contact on a daily basis. See if it's sore, see if it's tender. A lot of us hold tension in our small intestine, which causes indigestion and so on. So just spend, I would say, 5 minutes in the morning and evening, as soon as you wake up, just giving each point a little rub, and you will feel so much better.
Excellent. So just to recap, so you said there's one just over here.
So there's one just in between the humerus joint and the clavicle. So just in that little dip where your shoulder joint is. So there, just underneath, directly underneath your skull, as high up as you can go, either side of the kind of neck bone at C1. And then you've got the chest bone. So if you rub gently on the chest bone, but in a clockwise motion, and just kind of break up. If you do that twice a day for 3 days, you will feel that there is, it's not as tender, it's not as sore. It will definitely start to disperse the toxicity that we're holding. Great technique for you to do. And have I got time for one more?
Yeah, go for it.
Right, let's go. So another one as well is the neurovascular points. Now these actually, they flood the area, the brain specifically, with blood. So this particular point that I'm going to show you is related to the brain again, and related to the stomach and bladder meridian. So we use this as a rescue remedy for clients, but also it's a great thing to do if you're feeling stressed out. I use it with my nieces. So for children, it instantly calms the nervous system and floods the brain with blood, so you don't feel that overwhelmed emotion that we can sometimes feel. So the area is, please excuse my nails that are falling off in quarantine. So the area is just in between your eyebrow and kind of in the middle of your forehead as you go up towards the hairline. Now you will feel a bump. Can you feel that, Arty? You just lightly touch. Now I will do with 2 fingers just to make sure I'm contacting the point. And then you just sit there, close the eyes. You'll feel some pulsing underneath the fingers. and just drop into the body. This is great to do before you journal, or if you want to do something like a full moon ceremony, because it really does get you out of that head space and into the body.
Oh, that's amazing. That feels really good. Very grounding.
Yes, very grounding. But it's great to do with, you know, if you wanted to do that with your children or your partner or family if they're struggling, just a great physical technique. So
To ground you as well, which goes very well with your first point.
exactly, yeah, exactly. So use them, guys, to really empower yourself in this time. It's really important, so important to be using techniques that we've got on hand.
Definitely. So I'll finish off with a very simple way to be able to harness your own innate power. Just as Charlotte was talking about the rescue remedy and she explained some points, I just thought I'll just cover the batch flower remedies, which is this is a rescue remedy that you can still buy online from Amazon or from health shops, from Boots, from Holland and Barrett, online, whichever country you're watching, you can definitely be able to get the rescue remedy. It's freely available. And rescue remedy, very similar to what Charlotte was saying, it's part of nature, because the way the remedies are made, they are in tuned and aligned with nature. And the rescue remedy is made out of 5 different flower essences, and I'm just explaining these in the order that I remember them. So we have rock rose, which is for terror. We've got impatient, which is when you're impatient, you want things to hurry up. Cherry plum for loss of control. So we're all over here trying to give that control back. So cherry plum helps with giving that control back to yourself. Clematis is when you're daydreaming, when you feel like you are not really present. So it helps you be back in the body. And lastly, and most importantly, Star of Bethlehem. Star of Bethlehem is for trauma and shock. So these are, it's just one bottle. You take 4 drops, either 4 times a day, or you can put it in your water, sip it in your hot tea. You can even put it in your pulse points. You can put it in the bath. And it helps to feel a bit more in tune with yourself, more grounded, more natural. And it's a great source of comfort. It's also known as comfort in a bottle. Also, if you are unable to get it at this moment in time, just by thinking of the rescue remedy and just understanding what the 5 flower essences mean, as we've explained, it helps to calm that terrorized feeling. It helps to make you more patient. It enables you to have that control. It helps you to be in your body, and it helps to reassure you from the trauma and the shock that you're going through. So just addressing, a lot of the times we're just looking for solutions, but if we're able to sit with our discomfort, detach ourselves from it, it's a great source of help. And just to finish off, just as Charlotte was going through the lymphatics, being a reflexologist, I just thought I'll show you some points as well. So you can go on the AOR website, I'll put a link, and you can get an interactive hand chart. Keeping it extremely simple after going through what Charlotte has explained. If anybody has had a manicure, they've definitely had this massage done, but just coming between your fingers and just going towards the body. Just nice little slides towards the body. It's where your lymphatics are. And as Charlotte was beautifully explaining, if we're able to remove any blockages, it just helps clarity within our brain. Always do both hands.
Yeah, I can feel the knots. That's incredible.
With a bit of cream, it's even better, or oil, it just helps. And before we end, so we've discussed fantastic points by Charlotte, and I've spoken about the rescue remedy just to ground, just with what Charlotte has been saying as well. This is the solar plexus, right in the middle of your hand. So we'll finish off with some nice, lovely, deep breathing. So you can just press in your solar plexus and count 5. And then you can release, counting 5. So 5 breaths in and 5 breaths out. We'll just do one last one. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you can take all these wonderful tips. Thank you, Charlotte, for sharing your expertise.
So much.
We've definitely given more than what we were planning to.
No, I'm sorry, guys, if that was too much information, but I think we need as many techniques, you know, as we can accumulate at the moment.
Definitely. But in summary, there are 3 techniques. You know, you've spoken about being grounded with nature, you spoke about your points, and I spoke about the rescue remedy. So they are, in a
I
sense,
must say about the rescue remedies, I use them in my kinesiology practice, and just tying them in to nature and the vibration of nature. When you ingest the back flower, that they are so powerful on a physical level and chemical level, truly. So yeah, I would recommend anyone to get them if they can.
definitely. And I do online consultations. I'm in the process of releasing a book, so definitely we'll be in touch about that.
Amazing. Bye, Arty.
Bye.
Lovely to see you.
Likewise. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.